Hi, this is Ryan Neal from Neal's Saddlery and Harness Cowboy Sewing Machines, and we're here at the Cowboy Warehouse. Today we're going to do a feature video on the CB3200 machine. The CB3200 machine is an ideal machine for sewing a multitude of heavyweight and lighter weight leather projects. It can sew as light as approximately 1/8 of an inch all the way up to around 1/2 to 5/8 of an inch thick. The Cowboy CB3200 machine is an ideal sewing machine for doing heavy leather projects in general, such as saddles, bridles, halters, reins, knife sheaths, gun holsters, and the like. The CB3200 has a very reliable compound feed design featuring a needle feed, a walking foot, and a feed dog mechanism. It also features a fully